Hello class. Today we'll be looking at how to draft a basic skirt. A basic skirt is the foundation of every other skirt. You will need the following measurements to draft your own basic skirt. 1. The waist circumference. You also need your hip circumference. You need your waist to hip measurement. You also need your skirt length. Now, when you have that, you need to divide them into 4. What are you dividing into 4? Your waist and your hip circumference. When you have them divided into 4, you can start drafting the way it will be illustrated here now. So let's divide our measurements into 4. So let's start drafting. My kind of person, I like to use numbers. So I'm going to start with a 0. So from a 0, I'm going to measure my waist to hip, which is 8.5. Somewhere here, I'll make it 1. And on this line too, I'm going to measure down 8.5, which is my waist to hip measurement. Then I roll across. Remember, we are starting with the center back. Yes. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to locate my skirt length. From a 0 downwards, my skirt length is 18, which is somewhere here. I'll make it 2, and from this line as well, I'm going to take down my skirt measurements, my skirt length measurements, and I'll roll across. So I've gotten my waist to hip, which is the 0 to 1, and the 0 to 2 is my skirt length. So the next thing I'm going to do is to determine the quarter of my hip, which is 9 inches. 9 inches. So this line will be made hip line or hip level. So what am I going to do next is to measure my hip, that is hip into 4, which is 9, and I'm going to add 1.5 centimeter to it. Why am I adding 1.5 centimeter to it? Is for ease allowance, so I'll be able to wear without problem. I'll be able to wear comfortably. So 1 to 3 is my hip measurement. So this measurement here, 1 to 3, I'm going to take it down on 2. So 2 to 4. So all you need to do is to measure. We have 9.5. You measure it this way, 9.5. So I'll make it 4. I'll connect 4 to 3. I hope I'm making sense to you. So I'm going to use the same measurements here on a 0 to 5. So I'm going to take it down as well. So this is 5. So I have my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, what we just determined is the hip measurement, the level of the hip, which is 1/4 of my hip measurement, plus 1.5 centimeter for ease allowance. So the next thing I'm going to do is to determine my waist. This is where I'm going to have my waist. What do? I've already divided my waist into my waist circumference into 4. So I'll measure. Now, of course, we need to shape our waist by using darts. So I'm going to add 1.25 to my waist measurements for my darts. I'm going to have 2 darts at the back. So my original waist measurement is 6.5, which is somewhere here, plus 1.25, which is somewhere here. Remember, my waist is 26 divided by 4, and I have 2.5, and I added 1/4 to 8. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to connect this to this. So I'm going to make here 6. You connect it with a curve, connect it with a straight line, sorry, with a broken line. Use a broken line. Yeah, in this direction. Then the next thing we're going to do is to raise it up by 3/8. Raise it up by 3/8, which is somewhere here. So we make that 6A. Then you use your curve, to connect to 3. Can you see what I did? Good. Then you also use this to connect back to 0. To connect back to 0. That's 6A to 0. Now to locate our dots on the waist, all you need to do is to measure what you have from 0 to 6A, divide it into 3. 0 to 6A, divide it into 3. I have 7/3. So I'm going to divide that into 3. So I've already done that. So I have 6.9. So I'm going to mark it in this direction, 6.9 centimeter and 6.9 centimeter. So now I want to determine the width. So remember I added 1/4 as the dart's width. So the next thing we are going to do is to determine that. So what do? You divide the 1/4 into 2, which is 5/8, 5/8, 5/8, 5/8. So you have your 1/4 shared, divided, you divide into 2, then you share it equal parts as a dart width like I did. This is the middle, you mark it here and here, here and here, here and here. Now the depth of the dart, the first depth of the dart is 10 centimeter and the second depth will be 8 centimeter. So you connect it in this direction to 10 centimeter. I love using centimeter, so I'm sorry, So that's how to go about that. So the second one will be 8 centimeter. Then you connect it in this direction. Wow, we have our center back skirt, but we are not done yet because the opening at the back, that's the slit, has to be introduced. So what do? The width for the the slit at the back is 2 inches. You mark it this way, 2 inches. Now you can determine how deep you want your slit, though the average is 18 centimeter. Now you can determine it because this is a short skirt. I'm just going to use 10 centimeter. Yeah, just for us to see what we are doing. Remember, the width is 2 inches, which is 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter, and I use 10 centimeter here. So this is the center back for a basic skirt. Now we are done with the back. We can see the back. The back is ready, and at times we do some little things. The back is ready, so we are good to go. Yes, we are good to go. So let's get set for the center front.